All right, folks, today is August 27th, 2015 at 5:40 a.m. and 54 equals love. August 27th, 27 is half a love. And I want to testify the awesome grace of God at the Beach Boys concert last night and all the revelations and words I got from Jehovah on that event and everything involved. And it's just so drippingly and awesomely loaded, it's not even funny. This is the 54th year. 2015 is the 54th year since the Beach Boys released their first single in 1961. Wow, and 54 equals love perfectly. Totally divine. God ordained me to go to their concert last night at P&E Vancouver. $13. You've got to be kidding me. It costs $13, even $13 in text divides by 3. 13 glorifies the number 3. No less, it was originally $16, which divides by 3 in text. $3 off. It's just too perfect for the number 3. And so many threes. It happened at the P&E Amphitheater. Amphitheater divides by 3. The number of letters divides by 3. And I got a word from Jehovah while I was en route there with my father Burkhard, my sister Helena. Amazingly, but Jehovah revealed this to me a long time ago, and I knew before we were going that the three of us, our three first names, knit together to divide by 3. Derek is +1, my father Burkhard is +2, and my sister Helena divides by 3 all by herself, being a triple of 15s. And so it was the three of us that went in a single car, a Ford Fusion no less, and Fusion divides by 3. But the Spirit of God said to me, enjoy the ride on the way to the concert. Concert divides by 3. Enjoy equals Jehovah equals the ride. And I got a bunch of other gems that I hastily wrote down on the computer last night. As soon as I came home, I was beat. I've been up since like 1:30 that previous morning, but we're going to preach on all of them, God willing, right now in this video. We can slow down if we need to take more time on individual gems. I've got a whole document of all the gems written down on the computer that we're going to take this video camera over to and go through them one by one so that nothing is missed. And it was an awesome concert. It was an awesome concert. There's a reason that these guys are the longest running live touring band that I've ever heard of. Like 54 years. They've been touring every year live for the past 54 years. I can't think of any other band in the history of the universe that has done that for that long. Beautiful concert, gorgeous visuals, fantastic sound. They played 42 songs without stopping practically. It was back-to-back gunfire. It was a total treat. They played 42 songs in less than 2 hours. And 42 divides by 3, and I was alerted to that. And then the best part is, if that wasn't good enough, when you say 42 songs in text in 3 words, that adds to my favorite number of world history, 201. It's too perfect. The whole thing is too perfect. And of course, that's their show. That's their de facto show that they do everywhere they go. And I believe they've performed more than 100 shows annually at this point. And they always do that 42 song show. And what a 42 songs it is. You're like, are you kidding me? From one band, this much variety and this much nostalgia. The music videos are gorgeous, very love-centric, very nostalgic, very heart-touching. Sometimes even gut-wrenching. You're like, man, there's just too much romance and beauty in here. It's like, I need love to the maximum like I've never known. And stunning. The lighting, the synchronization, the beauty of the lyrics, the love centrality of the whole thing. The audience loved it. Standing, a lot of standing ovation throughout the performance. And so I want to testify of the glory of God regarding the accuracy of His story and the numbers of all things. Because everything belongs to Jehovah. Everything is from Him, for Him, and by Him, as the trillions of angels are singing themselves day and night. Holy, holy, holy is Jehovah God Almighty. The whole earth, this entire story, is filled with His glory. And the way that God has hidden Himself in all of this is that everything has a name, and every name has a number, and all the numbers are pointing maximally to the Triune God who is love day and night. Jehovah is his personal name, and the three members of him are God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And so I want to give glory to God who is sovereign. Sovereign, that means it's his story. He has ordained all things, including all the people involved, and gives all grace to all to do what they do. And so I want to declare the accuracy of God in the story of the Beach Boys. And I want to start with a very important gem, which is the original name of the Beach Boys, was the Pendletones, which adds perfectly to love plus love plus love. And by the way, the Holy Ghost equals love plus love plus love. University equals love plus love plus love. And we can keep going for a long time. If you watch all my videos, you'll get more. Thank Jehovah for anything under the sun. Those famous three words add to love plus love plus love. Gold sun plus silver moon, love plus love plus love, plus a triple of triple eights. It just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher. The more you look, the more you see. But when you go to the origin, when you go to the root of anything that God has ordained and blessed in world history, you find the best numbers. Okay? Because God insists that he takes the glory for the best of everything, and we even know by God's design it takes work to dig, and all the best gold is hidden deep. Okay? And all the satisfaction comes from going deep. And so that's why we solve the root of the story of the Beach Boys. We did that yesterday. Those videos are being uploaded as I speak. In fact, I just finished converting them. I'm going to re-upload some more. I just finished, I convert them to a more efficient upload format, so they're compressed, so they'll upload faster. So I just dragged another one into the queue because I noticed that it had already finished, and so we're going to keep the upload river happening. Upload equals Jehovah, by the way. Published divides by 3, we've solved, okay. But the Beach Boys are the longest running band that I know of in my lifetime. I went with my father, Burkhard, my sister, Helena. My dad was 13 years old when he heard the Beach Boys for the first time. And the Beach Boys themselves started in Hawthorne, California, when Brian Wilson was age 16. This all began, when perhaps even earlier in life, you can read the whole story, but Brian Wilson was 16, and then the two younger brothers were 13 and 11 respectively. The three brothers, and then they got two other people, the cousin, Al Jardine, and Mike Love. Read the whole history on it as we did yesterday at First Pass. And Divine Gems, Hawthorne High School, where they first performed, adds perfectly to 216. Triple eight, tripled, and tripled again. And what's really obvious with that is Hawthorne High is 144, a double of 72s, and then school is the final 72. So the first two words are a double of 72. The last two words, 72. 72 is a triple of triple eights, so you got a double of triple eights plus a triple eight to make a triple of triple eights in Hawthorne High School. Pretty awesome. And then the first recording studio that they got has the same number. Keen Recording Studios, I believe is the name of it. We solved it yesterday. It equals the same number, 216, triple eight, tripled, and tripled again, which is of course the full birth name of Elvis Presley. So this is how God takes the glory for everything in world history. Everything has a name, and every name has a number, and they're all pointing maximally to the Triune God, and Jesus equals 8 at 8 in Greek, and the whole 9 yards. Okay? And it's all about love. It's all about love, because God is love. God is three persons in love. God is love. That's a truth straight from the Bible. Read the book of 1 John. God is, by divine ordinance, equals the word love. Okay, which equals sun, as in the most important physical thing to life on earth. Sun equals breath, equals health. These all equal the word love, and a host of others if you watch my videos. God is love. Okay, and Jehovah, his personal name, is an O 3 times to the third prime, wrapped in love, and the same, that's equal to the word ghost, as in the Holy Ghost, the third member. It's too good. But it's all about love. And we found love in the Beach Boys the other day. It was so beautiful. We solved the Beach Boys for the number 3 in detail. We're going to do a quick review of that, because over and over again through this entire concert, they have 3 big, beautiful digital screens. One behind the center stage, one to the left and one to the right, 1, 2, 3, to the glory of the Triune God. And they always keep bringing back the brand logo, the Beach Boys, in between all the songs after one is finished, and all these different beautiful colors. Very pretty. So let's do a quick review of the Beach Boys, and we found love in the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys, in 3 words, as to 113, which is a 3-digit all-factor 3 number, 1 and 3 being the factors of 3, ending in 3, which is perfectly the 30th prime. Okay. The number of letters divides by 3, it's 12 exactly. The number of strokes divides by 3. We counted it yesterday, we can do it again. 9 there, plus another 9 there, 18, plus another 6, 24. Or no, the number of strokes adds to 31, which boils down to 3 in 3 steps by the law of prime. 31 is an all-factor 3 number, 3 and 1 the 2 factors of 3. 31 is the 11th prime, 11 is the 5th prime, 5 is the 3rd prime. So in 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, 31 hits 3 perfectly. So the number of strokes glorifies the number 3 perfectly. The grand total glorifies the number 3 perfectly. The number of words is 3. The number of letters glorifies the number 3 perfectly. And this just keeps getting better and better. Take every set of 3 letters, skipping 1 letter down, and you get very famous trios. The word the is king. Then the word ace, genius. At the center of beach, 9, 3 times 3. And then the word boy, all by itself. And then we found love. The Beach Boys adds to love plus the 3rd prime. Love plus 5. And you found the 4 27s really easily. BY 27, SH 27, TEB 27, and then everything except the final E, the final 27. By the way, another one to really get you on this, study the letters full moon, as in the most romantic thing in the night sky. Full moon in 8 letters is 4 27s from 4 pairs of letters, LO, LO, FU, MN. Full moon equals love plus love exactly, equals worship, which also equals love plus love, find the 2 loves in worship. So God leads us. I'm telling you, I'm speaking in the Spirit of God. You can take this all the way to the entire story of history. You can do this for a lifetime. This is a task for mankind. You can take this to any dictionary, any language, the encyclopedias, Wikipedia, the entire story of God. Find the number of love. 54, love, L-O, is 27. VE is 27. That's 3 times 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3 times 3 to the glory of the Trinity. Find love and half-loves, 27s, in all the names and phrases and letters of world history, and you will see the glory of God. You will know that it is the mind of God to glorify Himself and testify to all observing that it's all about love. And it's because it's all about God, who is love. Okay? God is love. So we found love in the Beach Boys. And then you go deeper. Their original name, God always has a 1-2 punch, you know, to make sure that He gets the glory for the whole thing. What was the original name of the Beach Boys? The Pendletones, which equals love plus love perfectly. And you can find the 3 loves very obviously. The very first 5 letters is the plus a PE equals love number 1. Shum. The word tone equals the word note, as in a musical note, equals love. Shum. And then the rest of the letters equal the final love. Shum. So you got triple love in the Pendletones, and then you're fascinated by what that name means and where that word came from, and you can go deeper into the mind of God and how that word came about, and it'll just be an endless source of symphonic fascination and perfection in the numbers. Okay, so just fantastic. And we looked at Brian Wilson, and it's 3 brothers. You know, talk about an obvious 3-fest. The band was, you know, originally 3 brothers. Brian Wilson, the oldest, is still the leader of the band. He was there last night live at Fight's Victory. Okay, so quickly to this event that I attended. Now I want to get that phrase on the board because it's so Jehovah glorifying. We saw Walt Disney the other day, by the way. Walt Disney equals love plus 888. You must watch that video. So this was a specific word I got from Jehovah while in the back. I love how Jehovah provides for me perfectly and generously like royalty. I did not even know the Beach Boys were live in town until like literally 2 days before this concert, which was yesterday. God provided everything. And I was escorted there. My father drove the vehicle. I was just relaxing in the back. You know how enjoyable it is? You got to cut through traffic to get to the P&E, and my father he dropped my sister and I off right at the front entrance, so we just strolled right in and went and reserved nice seats in a nice position for all of us at the concert seating. And while he parked the car, you have to like 15 minutes away in order to get free parking and avoid their crazy whatever. It was just a total gift. So, but Spirit of God spoke to me clearly, and I knew it was the Spirit of God. I astonishingly did the math on the phrase right there. Enjoy the ride. This is while I was on the #1 highway. It's called the Trans-Canada Highway. Every component divides by 3 and 3 components. Trans, 72. Canada, 24. That's like pure triple eights, and then the word highway divides by 3. So while we were on the Trans-Canada Highway, also known as the #1, I'm in the back of the Ford Fusion, and Fusion divides by 3. It's also the scientific term for the mechanism by which the sun generates its heat. Fusion. I love science. I love the story of God. And the word fusion contains the word sun by Divine Ordinance. So find, I get seeds of memory just coming back that I need to preach on. Yesterday, I found love in the word tomato. Just as we were eating dinner. Like I said, God provides everything. I was eating dinner with the family. Delicious salmon, green beans, fresh vegetables. My mother is the most amazing hunter of the best organic products out there. She's just a health food scavenger. And but this is not the exact bottle, but there was a bottle of Heinz tomato ketchup on the table, and tomato in all capital letters, and it just jumped out at me like a truck that find love in the word tomato, which equals ketchup. It's all the letters that don't divide by 3, which add to love perfectly. T-M-A-T equals love perfectly. And then the 2 O's are God's favorite letter individually to glorify the number 3. Wow. Pretty obvious, isn't it? When you find love, find love. Find the number of love. It's obvious. For example, take the word tuition, as in the tuition to any university or college. Once again, TTN, trifork letters, make love number 1. Those are the letters that don't divide by 3. And then the other letters, right in between symmetrically, are the letters that do divide by 3, add to love number 2. Tuition equals love plus love. And then notice where the letters are positioned and what is unique and common with those letters on those teams. And you're like, oh my goodness, the one team divides by 3 individually. The other team doesn't divide by 3 individually. Love plus love in the word tuition. And that's just one of thousands of examples. Okay? So, enjoy the ride. Jehovah said this to me while I was in the back of the car on the way to, it's officially called the fair at the P&E, which divides by 3. And I was solving all these things over the course of the evening. And I'm gonna solve on the, I'm just going to point out some gems on this ticket pass here. Enjoy the ride. And this is such an important gem for theology and for the whole world. Enjoy equals Jehovah, 69, and the ride equals the same thing. Enjoy the ride. That is a word from the living God to you. Your whole life long. Your whole life long. Right now, I am enjoying the ride. Now, what's amazing to me is when you add ing to enjoy this whole party here, then this becomes 99, enjoying. So 99 plus 69 adds to 168, which is God is sovereign. So, enjoying the ride equals God is sovereign. And how profound. When you understand that God is sovereign, and that He's perfect, and that He's love, and you're His child, and that He doesn't make any mistakes, that knowledge is what frees you to be constantly enjoying the ride. Because you're not worried. When you're a girl in the driver's seat of someone who's in total command, and is pure love, and is pure intelligence, and is God Almighty, you don't have anything to do except enjoy the ride. Because you know that He has your best interest in mind, and He's Almighty God. How fitting enjoying the ride equals God is sovereign. Okay? There's a famous verse in the Bible. We know that God causes all things, everybody say all things, to work together for the good of those who love Him, those who are the called according to His purpose. Those who are the Christ confessors, the believers that Jesus Christ is God, and those who confess the name of Jesus as God, and the Trinity, Jehovah, as Almighty God, the three in one. Okay? So, enjoying the ride. But Jehovah said to me, in the back of the car, enjoy the ride. You can study more on that, 3 words. Again, the number of letters divides by 3. It's 12 letters. And this perfectly parallels a very famous word I got from Jehovah the other day when Jehovah told me to sing. And the Spirit of God gave me a song. It was simply 3 words. Jehovah, His name. Okay, and we proved that mathematically in the previous video. I'll put it right above here. Just because it so perfectly parallels this other 3-word phrase. Okay? In fact, even the number of letters is practically the same. So Jehovah equals 69, His name equals 69, enjoy equals 69, the ride equals 69. You know, every word divides by 3. 3 letters for the middle word, 4 letters for the last word, 7 letters up here, 5 letters up there. So Jehovah, His name, enjoy the ride. This is the word of the living God, the word of Jehovah Almighty, who plays with galaxies in His spare time. And by the way, the word galaxies divides by 3, because God didn't create just one, but several billion. God says to you in Christ, if you are a child of God, okay, confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised Him from the dead, and you are forgiven of your sins, and you are now a child of God. Okay, but this is the word of Jehovah to all men and all women and all children. Enjoy the ride. Because He is love, and He is sovereign, and He's all-powerful. So enjoy the ride. He's in control. And thank God He's in control. I've preached on this before. Thank God He's in control, and we're not. Because He's far wiser, and far better, and far cooler, and far more fun than all of us combined. Thank God He's in control, and I'm not. Okay? Enjoy the ride. That was like such an awesome word. I got that in the back of the car. Well, it's a Ford Fusion. The Ford Fusion. But I love the word fusion. Look at the 3's in fusion. It does the 6 days of creation pattern. Fusion. It's also the scientific word, as I mentioned, for how the sun essentially generates its heat on an ongoing basis. Look at the 6 days of creation pattern. Okay? Day 1 with day 4, day 2 with day 5, day 3 with day 6, 15 here, 36 there, 33 there. Okay? So there's a Jehovah in there plus 15 equals 84. Easy. Okay. Total divine providence. Oh yeah, I had salmon for dinner. Salmon equals Jesus, equals Messiah, equals gospel, equals Protestant. eat salmon. It's okay. And then I want to testify of the specific details. Again, it was my father, Burkhard. My father, Burkhard, was driving. Then myself, Derek, and then my sister, Helena. So 3 people. And our last name, of course, for all of us is QB, which divides by 3. But Burkhard plus Derek knit together to make a multiple of 3, and then Helena divides by 3 all by herself, so the 3 of us together all divides by 3. I think it adds to 171, which is a triple of triple eights by the law of prime. Okay. And I knew it would be a fun fit, because I know the Spirit of God. Put the 3 of us together, it's just a perfect fit. It's like He designed our biological family. It's like, okay. So, just a couple gems off the actual ticket here. So, zoom out. What was the name of this event? And then when we went there, to the concert venue, there's the stage with all the lighting and framing and the screens. But at the top, what's the name of the concert venue? In large capital letters, it said in a big banner, P&E Amphitheater. And me, in tune with the Spirit of God, I'm solving things everywhere I go. And lo and behold, not surprisingly, but most delightfully, Peony Amphitheater, on the top of the stage, higher than anything, the venue where we're all at, divides by 3 perfectly in a number of letters that divides by 3. Okay? Then when you stick the word the in front, the Peony Amphitheater, okay, you've got 3 words, number of letters still divides by 3, and the grand total is perfectly 192, 8 times 888. Wow. So, very divine. Very divine. The name of the bigger event is called the Fair at the Peony. That whole thing divides by 3. We'll probably get it on the computer and save some time. And I just want to take you into the details so that you have a lot of fun with this. $13, when you speak it out of your mouth, divides by 3. 13 divides by 3, and dollars divides by 3. 13 is, of course, an all-factor 3 number, and is the 6th prime. Come on, glorifies the number 3. Including divides by 3, and tax divides by 3. So including tax divides by 3. Oh, it was $3 off. Talk about an obvious 3. Before that, for other people, it's $16. Well, $16 also divides by 3, because 16 in tax divides by 3, and dollars always divides by 3. So, whether you got the $3 saving, or you got the 16 or the 13, everything was always dividing by 3. I love it. The day yesterday was, of course, the 26th, August 26th, and 26 equals God. Glorifies the number 3, being an all-factor 6 number, and a double of 13, which is 3. Okay. Oh, and by the way, where did I buy this ticket from? Last night, just before we went. I literally got this just the day of. Where did I buy this ticket? Save on Foods. Well, by Divine Ordinance, Save on Foods divides by 3. It's one of the largest grocery chains here in British Columbia and also across Western Canada. So, the 3s are obvious. How many will you find? Now, I can't wait to take you into the Beach Boys gems, because this will really touch your heart. Music touches our heart. The numbers touch our hearts as well. You should be touched by the perfection of God and the beauty of numbers. Fall in love with numbers. You must fall in love with numbers. They are pure ecstasy upon your brain. God designed this. He designed the human brain to absolutely be in love with this. Okay, this is the glory of God, and whatever is the pride and glory of God is made for pure pleasure upon your brain. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. All these words that talk about trip, journey, voyage, they all divide by 3. Travel divides by 3. Okay? So enjoy the trip divides by 3. Enjoy the journey divides by 3. Journey equals love plus love. Just like the word tuition, the letters that do and don't divide by 3 make the 2 loves. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride, enjoy the trip, enjoy the voyage, enjoy the travel. Okay? All of that divides by 3. Even the word hitchhike divides by 3. Enjoy the hitchhike. And so hitchhiker divides by 3. You know? It's awesome. Enjoy the ride. But I really like this one. This was this voice of the living God. Spoke this phrase directly to me while I was in the back of a car, of course, so enjoy the ride applies. That Jehovah, Jehovah. Jehovah, Jehovah, just like Jehovah, his name. We got those words from the Holy Ghost the other day. Okay. So, 42 songs. 42 songs. 42 songs. I had to say that 3 times, because 42 songs adds to 201, my favorite number of world history. By the way, I have some strawberry kiwi here, and strawberry kiwi equals 201. Let's partake a little. Made by Allen's, no less, which divides by 3, a Canadian favorite for more than 80 years. There you go. We saw fruit juices the other day. You can watch that video. But 42 songs. What a generous concert. Are you kidding me? For $13? This was insane. You're just like, this is Jehovah all over it. This is insane. Like, the longest running band in the history of the universe, playing 42 of their best songs with gorgeous music video, perfect summer night, perfect temperature, in Vancouver, it's like I got an escorted drive there together with my father and sister. You know, my sister Helena loves music and loves singing. She's always wanted to start a band. My dad loves songs. He has a song for everything. And he grew up with the Beach Boys. It was obviously the perfect trio, ordained by heaven. For $13, the greatest band, the longest running band in the history of the universe. People, get with the program. God is love. You gotta go to the love. You gotta go to the true, the love-centric bands, you know, that have stood the test of time. And this is amazing. Okay, so I can't wait to get into the individual songs. Oh my goodness, so many threes just jumped out at me. I'm just gonna go with the flow and just shoot from my brain the threes that come to my mind first from the actual performance last night. Get around, I get around. Round, round, get around, I get around. They hit that song gorgeous and hard, and everyone started screaming the moment they started saying it. But those lyrics all divide by 3. And that's been one of my favorites from the beginning. Round divides by 3, get around divides by 3, and then I get around. And they just keep saying it over and over again, and everyone's just getting happy. And the first 3 letters of round equals love. It's the first 3 letters of Routley Park, which is triple love, right across the street. First 3 letters of the Lord's Prayer, our Father who art in heaven. So, round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. And then every time they say yeah, yeah divides by 3. O is 3 times the third prime, yeah. Now you know why everyone says yeah all the time. It's like, and they say baby, yeah. Because baby divides by 3, it equals 30, and yeah is 39. So yeah, baby equals Jehovah. Now you know why. Everyone's saying it everywhere, and the musicians just can't resist, just pulling that word out in every single, like, offbeat, the whole concert long. It's like, yeah! And then they'll yell it longer, like, yeah! And the people in the audience are like, yeah! Or they're like, yay! Yay divides by 3. It's like, yeah! Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. Of course, the word voice equals love. Dramatically. Like the bookends make 27, and all the 3 center letters divide by 3, making the other 27. The voice, the great voice of God. The voice, the spoken voice is king, and that's why we love music, and we love rock concerts, but we have to see it live, because it's the living voice. It's the living voice that matters, okay? And so, you know, not enough to just put on that worship CD. I'm sorry, your living voice needs to be expressing itself to the maker of the universe. Okay, who is God Almighty, God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost, okay? Any confession about who God is outside of that truth is inaccurate and it is false, okay? It's important. His personal name is Jehovah. That glorifies all 3 of them. We've solved Jehovah a million times. O at the center plus pairwise 3s moving outwards. Jehovah is 3 persons. God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The 3 in 1. The true and only eternal God. Okay, so to the songs. Do we want to just get into the songs and start solving the songs one by one? Amazingly, folks, I got the song list. They have this song list, obviously, all over the internet. The official, and in order, the 42 songs, and the entire list of all their titles divides by 3. I did it on the computer last night. But I'm glad I did my history, my homework, before I went to the concert, because the first song on the list is Surfin', which is the first single they ever recorded, Surfin'. And every center letter divides by 3, the bookends are 33, and it's love at the center of Surfin'. I need to write this on the board, because the first of everything is always the most important, okay? And so right in the center of this board, I am writing Surfin', the first single released by the Beach Boys, and the first song that they started the night with, and there's love at the center of Surfin'. R-I 27, UF 27, love. Wrapped in 33, which equals name, which equals amen. And of course, name and amen use the same letters. That is, of course, the exact same phenomenon as Christ. You find love at the center of Christ, and you find love at the center of history. Just 2 examples. Yesterday we found love at the dead center of Snow White, who was the quintessential hero of the Walt Disney Empire because she was the heroine of the first full-length animated feature that made the Walt Disney Company a ton of money and basically catapulted the entire animation world into what it is today. So there's love at the center of history, flanked in half a love no less. There's love at the center of Christ, composed of 227s, perfectly inset. And there's love at the center of surfing. So Christ, who is the owner of history, is also the inventor of surfing. And don't you love that it's an abbreviated slang version that divides by 3 that got surfing? It's not surfing, surfing. Now the word surfing knits together with all sorts of other things, and I got gems from the song that are really obvious. When they played this song, when they play some of their beach songs, they just have the video screens with imagery. And they go through different signs. You know, famous signs all over the world. Gone surfing. Gone surfing. Divides by 3 as an example. A sign with an arrow pointing to the beach. You see those signs all over the world. To the beach. In 3 words, to the beach divides by 3. You get the idea. It's a fantastic God-ordained set that belongs to Him. And amazingly, He uses people to make this happen. Isn't that intimate? God works through people in all of this pleasure. Okay? So, Surfin' was the first song. And then I love the fact, remember the old 1-2 punch thing? Surfin' ended up, read the history, got followed up by Surfin' Safari. As if the one word wasn't enough, well, safari equals love. So, as if surfing wasn't enough to glorify the Triune God, the follow-up song was Surfin' Safari. 6 words, 6 letters apiece, and then safari equals love, the first 4 letters are the half love, and the R and the I again. There they are. 18 plus 9, 27, the other half love. So safari is love right there, there's love right there. R-I at the center of Christ, too obvious. So Surfin' Safari. And that's a song, it makes me laugh. The original Surfin' song is quite high school bandish. Like it's very, you know, just lyrical, like telling a simple story, like this is this. It's not quite as juicy and upbeat and musically flavorful as the follow-up song, which is Surfin' Safari. Surfin' Safari is really groovy. It's really easy to get into and just lose yourself in the sound and not be focusing too much on the words. But the original song, Surfin', is what they started with, and that was the original. And then the second song they played was Catch a Wave. Oh man, whoever it is that worked for them to do their video editing and create the video imagery for this concert that they do, touring, is a wonderful person. They just chose very beautiful imagery for all the songs. Like just gorgeous videos of surfing, and with the proper speed of the video, you know, nice slow down, a lot of nice slow motion, obviously. That makes everything more nostalgic, of course. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Catch a wave. Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world. But catch a wave divides by 3 in 3 words. I love it. So wave divides by 3, 51. Ooh, wave. Man. Wave parallels the word rise. I gotta preach on this. This is so good. God's just giving me more in real time. And that's what always happens as we give, God gives more. Okay? Wave and rise. So both of these words are half a love plus triple eights. And we've been seeing this ordained phenomenon where you have stacks of love plus stacks of triple eights. Okay? And a very famous one, as one example, that's just sitting here on the board. Gold sun, as in the color of the sun in the sky, gold, and the moon is silver. Okay? So gold sun, gold plus silver equals 1, 2, 3. Sun plus moon both divide by 3, different by 3. Basic. Gold sun plus silver moon equals love plus love plus love plus triple eight plus triple eight plus triple eight. I erased the triple eights below here. That adds to 234. But it's love plus love plus love plus triple eight plus triple eight plus triple eight. 54, 54, 54 plus 24, 24, 24. And this also works with half love. So you just see this everywhere. Okay? It's God's way of glorifying both Himself as the Triune God, okay, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, who are love, plus Jesus equals 8 at 8 in Greek, 24 triple eights, okay, the 3 eighths. So look at the word rise and look at the word wave, okay. And of course, every wave in the ocean starts with a small rise. You know, the wave in the audience, people rise. Every wave in the ocean starts with a small rise, and then it continues to rise, and it continues to rise, and it continues to rise so high until eventually it billows, and we get the beautiful white foam, and the surfers are right there. So, too obvious. Here's your 24 888 here. Here's your 24 888 there. Amazingly, the reverse. God does this all the time. And then here's your half love right there and right there. So wave equals rise equals half love plus 888, 24. Literally, it's 27 plus 24. It's that simple. But that's how you are to interpret it. Half a love plus 888. Okay. And so pay attention when you... I've preached on this formula, and search for it more and more, you'll find it beautifully. Okay, so catch a wave, and you're sitting on top of the world. So catch, starts with C is 3, is 24 plus, the word catch contains 2 C's, which is 2 3's. So that's 27. Wow, the beginning of the word catch is 27. Oh my goodness, this is too good. So look at the word catch. I mean, we're solving every catched wave in the history of the universe. So catch starts with 27, half a love. That's amazing because wave ends in half a love. This red is so out of gas. So look at that. The famous song Catch a Wave, and even more importantly, the famous act of catching waves. Dude, grab your board, let's go catch some waves. Awesome, okay? Awesome is pure 3. Okay, so catch, there it is. The first 4 letters is half a love. Wave, the last 2 letters is half a love. So you've already bookended this whole phrase in love. And then in the center here, the H and A make another 9 on top of this 27. That knits together with this to make 33. So catch a wave equals love plus amen. Equals love plus 33. Catch a wave. That's an actual song by the Beach Boys, and they played it number 2 on the list of 42 last night, right after the song Surfing. Catch a wave. Oh man. Isn't it? I love the way they actually orchestrated the concert. Very brilliant, very intelligent. I would even say divine. You know, you should orchestrate a concert just like a relationship develops. A relationship starts with lightness, fun, you know, amusement, cheesiness even. You know, the first date. The first date is always silly, hilarious. You go to the carnival, you go to the fair, you know, you go surfing. Light, fun, cheesy, and then as you get more into the midsection, the 3/4 point of the concert, then you get the more serious, you know, deep, mellow songs, you know, the real melancholy and even like gut-wrenching romance, like, you know, that's the point where they pulled out the famous song, Wouldn't It Be Nice, you know, if we were older, and it's just like the couple falling in love. It's everyone understands that concept of structuring the order of a CD or a song list from gentle and light to deep and serious, and I love it, I love it. Okay, so we're going through the songs. So Catch a Wave, that's awesome. We just solved the catching of a wave. And of course the word surfer, the surfer is greater than the surf. Surfer divides by 3, and 39 plus 24. Anyways, in fact surfer is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, I believe. You are 39, 45, 1863, or something like that. Or maybe it's, it's truth. 87. Okay, anyways. No, I insist on just completing this act. 48, Jehovah. Yeah, it equals 87, truth. Surfer. Equals Wikipedia. Okay. Every surfer solved in 6 letters. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go in order per se. I'm just going to go with the 3s that jump out at me the most as they just come to my mind right now. The crowd. The people, of course. Crowd divides by 3. People divides by 3. People equals Jehovah. When you love people, you're loving Jehovah. That's what Jesus told us. Okay? Surely I say to you, he that hath done it unto one of the least of these my brethren hath done it unto me, saith Jesus, who is Jehovah God. So by divine ordinance, the word people equals Jehovah. Wow. they did a nice little, audience cell phone light show. And it's always amusing and beautiful. Let's see here. It is what you call a summer night. Okay, summer night divides by 3, and the word concert divides by 3. So a summer night concert in 3 words divides by 3. The word singer divides by 3. It's 72, a triple of triple eights. There's some basic high-level words. Okay, let's get into the songs now. Let's get into the actual Beach Boys stuff. And I just wrote down a bunch of stuff on the computer because I know I don't want to forget it. Wouldn't it be nice? Man. Sugar equals happy. Help power me through these videos. So much love. When I was shocked, actually, when they started the song, Wouldn't It Be Nice? The entire audience practically, certainly everyone in the reserved seating section that paid extra for the front row seat tickets, stood to their feet. I was shocked, but it's obviously, that was a song that touched a lot of people. Talks about growing up together, talks about being married. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older and we didn't have to wait so long? And for just the older generation and anyone that's listened to the Beach Boys and fallen in love or been inspired by it, that song is very touching, but it's all about love. Definitely, round, round, get around, I get around. Now, those lyrics hit hard, really good. That was pure perfection. It was pure perfection. I love how they just keep putting up the name of the Beach Boys after every song. Okay. I believe it's also divine that basically when you do a concert like that, roughly, the songs happen every 3 minutes. Talk about a pretty obvious 3. Especially with the Beach Boys songs that are pretty nice and tight, like less than 3 minutes. It's like when you put them together with a proper break in between each one, it's like each song is roughly about 3 minutes long. And the 3s just keep coming. It's like God is sovereign over the divisions of time that we have. It's like 3s, 3s, 3s. Just let the river flow. Just let the river of songs flow. About 3 minutes each. People are just singing their heads off. They're just blissing out. And the place was packed. It was gorgeous. Outdoor concert. Outdoor divides by 3 just like indoor. And of course concert divides by 3. But outdoor is higher than indoor. The value. And I've preached on this before when we were solving outdoor track and field versus indoor track and field. World Championships divides by 3. Those are happening right now. The outdoor track and field championships, world championships. But outdoor is greater than indoor. I would rather be in an outdoor concert on a gorgeous night than be indoor anywhere. And that's what it was last night. It was just pure beauty. And if you come to that venue in Vancouver, the backdrop is pure, massive, gorgeous mountains. Just teeming. It's just, whoa, it's stunning. The backdrop. You can see even the ski slope when it gets dark. And then by night, the lighting of the stage is just stunning. They did a superb job of the lighting and the color. It was so beautiful. California Girls divides by 3. And that's a big element of the video visuals that happen throughout the songs, whole concert through. California Girls. Also the phrase young girls divides by 3. It's the beauty. It's the beauty of God in the female. But I love that those phrases, I just like, very touching, extremely heart-wrenching. I look at the beautiful females and I'm just like, God, your daughters, it is too much to handle. It is really too much to handle. It is too much to handle. You're just like, okay, thank God he has a plan. And he's going to like bless all these children, and he's going to save them all and teach them all about himself. And we're going to see a massive turning of the hearts of all people to the living God, Jehovah Almighty, and everyone, as much as possible, is going to be going to heaven. And I just want to see all the children in love with Jesus and fed the truth about Jehovah, and so everyone is happy, and everyone is in love with God, and everyone is going home to heaven and having the time of their lives on earth in a maximum love-centric life given by God. Okay. Oh, and they finish the night with fun, 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 which equals 1, 2, 3 perfectly. I'm just like, this is all too perfect. Way down and go, come on. But the last song was fun, fun, fun. Fun is 41. Well, triple of fun is equals 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, this concert is ordained. If you have a chance to go to this Beach Boys traveling show, especially this year, because this is the 54th anniversary. Well, 54 equals love. This was so divine. It was just a divine night, and everyone felt it. Like, you just know when God is in the house, like in a special way. It's like, no, this is a very special occasion. You know, very special, ordained, that I was there, that everyone was there, and the numbers were perfect in every way. I was just like, this is really, really special. And they'll never forget. It was just the audience was electric. Everyone was on track. Like, there was no like thinking about anything else that whole night. People were in the zone, so to speak. Well, yeah, I got some other gems just while we obviously showed up early to get a seat, like at 6:30 it opened, an hour and a half before concert started at day. And as I was looking around, and I get